Right, welcome back to Shedtune and Shedtune HQ, and today we're going to get on with the Sprinter. We're going to show you some stuff about Vape Ignition, and we're going to tidy the workshop because it's a bit of a tip. We now have a shop to buy merch, just like this. In fact, there's loads of stuff on there, so if you want some, click the link below. I'll put it in the description. We'll show you. It's on Etsy. We don't handle any of it. It just goes straight to the printers and then they ship it straight out, only for the UK. If you want anything to go abroad, just message us direct and we'll get that sorted for you as well. Clearly we have a painting professional. But before we get on with any of that, we've had some stickers and stuff sent in. So first up on the sticker board, there we go, look, Hutchinson from Scotland. What else have we had? We had this come in, very weird, a card sent to me at my house by the very lovely, I can open it. Look, I've no idea what it says, but it looks nice. It says, to the best scooter YouTube channel in the universe, from Rob at Kickback Garage, the rival scooter club in Norway. That's why I don't understand what it says. Cheers, Rob, appreciate that. We'll put it up on the sticker board in a minute. You know how me and Dom like a cup of tea. Well, Jimmy, bless him, has only gone and got us some mugs. I'll drop it on the floor. Jim fixed it for Russ. Cheers, Jimmy. Right, so as I said, we've been working on the Sprinter. Working on the floor at the moment because the benches are full, but we've had to replace the top and bottom one of them. Still got to get the bottom one out, but we'll be replacing them. The forks are built up. We've got the rear wheel on the engine, tyres are all on now, so we're getting somewhere. Won't be long and we'll have a rolling chassis. This is a very nice cup of tea in the Shedtune mug. Here he comes, I'm going to scare him. Boom! I'm feeling like going fast today in the super fast Shedtune mug. As we said, and you probably watched in the last little video, Dom's put a Vape Ignition on the Shedtune 81, so I'm going to insert a load of bits of video now of him fitting it. It wasn't the simplest of jobs, I'll be honest with you.
Hiya, welcome to Shedtune. So today we're fitting a Vape Ignition system. So, and you've just got me tonight. No Russ, look, nowhere to be seen, empty. Jimmy scooter. Anyway, let's get back to this. So I've already fitted the stator, run the cables up through here. Already found top dead center, as we showed you in the previous video, 0.
Yeah.
And then go from there round, and then gone back and found 25 degrees. So this stator is set at 25 degrees before top dead center, and on the Vape, the thick line, that's actually your firing line. So I'm hoping with I've had a bit of help, a bit of googling, reading the absolute fantastic instructions that are not in there, worked out this is the firing line, and it should retard back to about 18 degrees. But once I've got the rest of the stuff fitted on there, I'll strobe it, I'll find out. Flywheel's on, cables, that's loosely done. I think I might have to trim that rubber because there's two cables come out of there, which is making it a tad tight. Run the cables up to here, taking the other bits off, just looking at the wiring, which has now raised a little bit of an issue. I suppose it's the fail to prepare, prepare to fail. That's your regulator for the vape. Obviously that was the regulator that I had. This is the coil. This is what I had mounted on. Up inside there. Now the problem is this doesn't line up with anything or fit anything. Fit anything on there, and this coil sure as hell doesn't fit on anything on there. And that obviously goes on this side here somewhere, but there's nowhere for that to bolt. So a little bit of googling, and obviously that's the old coil. A little bit of googling made me find that they make brackets for it that go on here, that this bolts to and sits in right the way through, and then this sits on little rubber bobbins, a bit like on an exhaust or some exhaust. So that's my first problem. I'm going to have to fabricate something. I think I might have it sussed. It looks like I've got some alley L shape, so what I'm hoping is drill through these where these fixing holes are, mark them on there, drill through. That will then go effectively bolt through there, and then on the other side, so drill through, and on the other side cut a piece of this angle, so it'll go through effectively like that, bolt through, and then I'm going to need to get some bobbins, because apparently these hang on a rubber bobbin, or they seem to. But in the meantime, what I can do is I can put a bolt. That's the theory. Let's see if it actually works. Right, so obviously there's been a bit of messing around. So finally, that's to take up the space of what the bobbins would do. And then made up a bit of aluminium bracket there, bolt that onto, just roughly, so that will do that and that. So that, in theory, try and get that up, that goes in there, so that's tucked up underneath there, and that'll be bolted through. And then the idea being that this one with the rubber bungs on will bolt on that side. We're back, and this is the next day now, so I'll show you a couple of bits that I've done that will hook up with what you've seen on the previous parts. So first one, cables are all in, running all the way up to the regulator that is on this side. So 2 cables off of the top of the regulator, yellows, 2 yellows, 1 blue and black comes up from the stator, plugs into the yellow, the other black goes to the earth to earth on there, and then that earth also goes to a peg, sorry, just up there, an earth peg there. So yeah, so that's that bracket that you saw me making. The other one goes to power in the loom. This is my battery feed. So that's one half, and then you've now got the coil half, which again goes up through here, round through there, and we'll go around to the coil. Okay, so we're now on the coil side. Cable comes up and round, runs through. Three wires come up from the stator, a brown, a white and a red. In the kit they give you this little casing to click on. The brown goes to the stator plate, sorry, not stator plate, what am I talking about, goes to the coil plate. There's a bolt on coil plate. These two, red to red, white to white, and then the blue and white goes to the green, which is your ignition turn off basically. And as you can see, there's the bracket that we made yesterday, and I've now got the rubber buffers so it can sit there. HT lead runs all the way down, just got to put that back on. So yeah, so the earth from the stator runs right the way up and bolts to that earth plate, onto that coil plate. I've then from there I've got two earths. One goes to the tab that's just in there that I showed you on the other side. The other one runs right the way through, comes all the way down, and at the moment it's bolted onto there, but I will move up to there. So there will be a direct wire from the coil plate all the way down directly to the engine. Engine's also earthed through this one up to there, but everything is tied together. I think mainly because it seems to be that they're on rubber buffers, and the one thing about the vape is everyone says make sure it's earthed, and your earths are good. Hiya, welcome to the shed of dreams. Well, actually it's been a shed of nightmares for the last couple of days. I've been trying to sort this vape out and it's been fighting me all the way, but with a lot of help from Darrell Taylor, cheers mate, really helped out. To-ing and fro-ing, got it all sorted. I think we're gonna have to strobe it up, so we'll move on to that one next. Which is all back together. Everything's all in there, all up. Earth's running everywhere. All cabled up. All nice and looking pretty. Yeah, big thing with these, make sure it's earthed, everything being earthed. And certainly the other thing, when strobing, turn your tick over up a little bit, especially if you're not using the fan on there. Gives it a bit more momentum. It was suggested for me to put the fan on and strobe it to that, so I did. Put the fan on, found top dead center, made a mark, found top dead center with the fan, and life was so much easier. So yeah, all good.
Right, that's going to be the end of this week's video. Thanks very, very much for watching. Don't forget, we've got the Etsy shop, so if you want any merch, just go online, link down below in the description, and you can buy whatever you want. So, give us a like, a subscribe, set that, click the bell. Oh dear. Anyway, it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from him.